Hey guys, this is Aaron. I wanted to talk to you today about addressing the competition. So a lot of you right now have got to figure out, how do I handle it when a customer comes in and they bring up the competition? What's the right way to do it? What's the wrong way? And for those of you that are brand new advisors, you may not know this, but our industry has a bad habit of talking on the front counter really bad about other shops. It doesn't happen as much as with the technicians. They all are kind of buddies. But for some reason, the front counters hate each other. And I don't know why. This front counter hates that front counter across town and vice versa. We got to stop that. So I want to pay attention to how we address the competition. So put up here, address competition. Now I want you to make sure you understand that when a customer comes in and they say, listen, I was at so-and-so's repair down the street. I'm here at your shop now. I'd like to get a second opinion. That is not an open door for you to kick it in and run in there and tell them a bunch of negative things about that shop and why they're awful. Instead, it's an opportunity for you to sell why you're so good. I need you to flip that and think about it. So I want just a couple basic things out there. I think that when you see that, let me get this here. When you see that a customer has come into your shop and they're trusting you and you're talking to them, what comes out of your mouth is really, really, really important. And if you speak negativity to them and you keep spreading bad rumors, you're just digging a bigger hole for yourself. So let's kind of talk that out a little bit. You get up there, you start talking, you start saying these are the things that make us amazing. That's great. But let's just say the guy comes in, he says, hey, I was over there at Crazy Aaron's Auto Repair down the street. I'd like to get a second opinion on whether I need a head gasket. Okay, no problem, Mr. Smith. We'd like to check out that car for you, but I got to tell you, Crazy Aaron's is a bunch of idiots. They have all the technicians we've fired. They have the worst advisors. They don't call people back. It takes forever to get cars back out of that shop. I mean, they've had so many insurance claims. They can't even get insurance there. They can't even keep good technicians. They don't pay their parts bills. So-and-so won't even sell them repairs. I don't even know if your warranty is going to be any good there. What you think you did is you think you just gave him all these reasons to buy from you. Instead, you inputted negativity into this guy's brain. And he's now come to a conclusion about you. And that conclusion is not positive. He now thinks all of these negative things. And what's he thinking? He's thinking, well, this guy's either a liar, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He might even think you're ignorant. He might even think you're super insecure or insincere, any of it, doesn't matter. He's going to think basically a ton of negative things. One of the biggest ones, he's going to think you're just simply unprofessional, right? And all this stuff is going to be really bad. He's going to go, man, these guys are crazy. And he's just smiling on the outside thinking, and you think the whole time I'm just telling him all these reasons why he should use me, and you think this is going well. It's not going well. In fact, you think in your mind that this guy loves you, and you're saying to yourself, he loves me. But he doesn't. He doesn't love you at all. At this point, he's super disappointed. He's now been pulled into a turf war. Do you think he wants to be involved in a turf war? He wants nothing to do with it. He just wants to get his car fixed and move on. No one else understands this but us. We're the only ones that get that our industry does this to each other. I don't know why, but they shouldn't. But I need you to focus. And when you focus, you're going to focus on convincing them why they should do business with you. So, why should they choose you versus, I'll put it in red, why your competition sucks. And so a lot of us, we want to go down this path, why our competition sucks. And we want to, just wave that flag. We think it's more powerful. This is not politics. We're not slamming the other politician. We're all in the same business and will be for a long time. We're not only up there for 4 years. You're going to be there for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So when you see yourself going down while your competition sucks, you got to stop yourself. You got to hold your tongue. Why should they choose you should be at the top of your list. So you got to list off, you have a 3-year warranty. whatever it is you have. You got to list off that you have ASE technicians. You got loaner cars. Amazing waiting rooms. Maybe you have a nationwide warranty. Maybe you have your staff is all dressed in shirts and ties, etc., and it's just very professional, very nice building. All this stuff starts adding up, and you can focus on these things. You know what you're doing. Your staff is incredibly knowledgeable with their car, etc., etc. But you don't go over here and start listing all the reasons they suck. It just paints you in a negative light. And a lot of us think this is obvious, but it's not always. It's not. A lot of shops, they do this and they find themselves slipping into it. They don't even realize it. And by the time they do, it's too late. They start talking negative. So you get an RO that's brought to you from your competition. And whenever that RO shows up, it's very easy for you to hold that RO and go, you know, this is everything the dealer does wrong. This is why the dealers are con artists. This is why they're a ripoff. This is why blah, blah, blah. And when you start slamming the competition, it's so easy when they bring in an estimate for you to beat or compare to. So easy. When you start slamming that competition, it is a slippery slope, guys. You cannot go down that path. Instead, stick to the facts. What are the facts? Well, the facts are it needs some work done. The car's got this issue, and this issue. I agree with this assessment, that one, and that one. I don't agree with these others. We can beat that price by this much, and we can give you this much warranty. And you just leave it at that. You stick to the facts. You do not touch any of the other stuff. Don't slam their estimates. Don't talk bad about them. Don't say they don't know what they're doing. Don't say any of it. You remember how you're being viewed. The only way they're going to love you is if you're saying positive things and you're a more positive experience than their experience at the other place. If the other guy was like Eeyore and he's just talking like blah, 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 and then they get in there to talk to you and you're super positive and happy, they're probably going to choose you just because you made them feel better. Remember, they may not remember what you said, but they will always remember how you made them feel. So when they come into your shop and they're in that situation and they hand you an RO from a competitor, wow, okay. Let me take a look at this, all right? Yeah, I see what they did. Okay. Well, let me talk to my technician. Let me take a look at the car. Give me a few minutes. I'll call you back, or I'll come get you out of the waiting room. Whatever it is, I don't know how the customers drop the car off with you, but you're going to handle that situation and do it the correct and right way. Not the wrong way where you're slamming a competitor. Remember, they're going to see it, and all they're going to think about you is negative thoughts like the fact that you're a liar, you're super insecure, you're really unprofessional, you really don't belong on the front counter, and you probably don't understand customer service. And we don't want to go down that path, guys. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video.